Melissa Bottorff-Arey is a podcast host, founder of The Leftover Pieces, grief and suicide loss educator, support group leader, certified grief companion, creator of Because They Lived Legacy Project, and GME Roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. As someone who runs a business in the child lost by suicide space, I understand all too well how very important our mental health is. As entrepreneurs, we are quite often vulnerable to anxiety and overwhelm, and often feel so very isolated. And the duality of that is that working alone is often one of the things that we love the most about being an entrepreneur. And when we're having a hard day, or if we're carrying grief, it can be the thing that's the hardest. So today, I want to give you a single tip that may help. I want you to establish a way to allow both grace and space for yourself when it's needed, by coming up with a reset or a rest habit when the overwhelm creeps in. An example of a reset might look like taking a 30-minute walk, or if it's towards the end of the day, maybe the rest of the afternoon off. A rest may be an actual nap, or just a quiet cup of coffee, or maybe a meditation outside in the garden. Establishing habits that keep us in tune with our feelings and our emotional state is actually vital to our success as an entrepreneur. In the coming weeks, I'm going to give you more nuggets of hope to help you navigate these most emotional side of entrepreneurship. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thanks, Melissa. Oh my goodness, Kim, what a great example of making progress when we're resting.
We quote her all the time with this, Carrie, the grace and space. And we have to give a shout out to her for a couple reasons, Carrie, because one, she did a great intro for us this morning. And I believe that's where the theme came from, is her intro is inspired the whole show to be about making progress. And I also want to say a couple other things. She's got several books out. I think there's 5 out right now. She's got all kinds of things going on, but I want to talk about her podcast for just a second. She is the host of the Leftover Pieces Suicide Loss Conversations podcast. And the podcast, while she wishes it wasn't necessary, has over 100,000 downloads. There are thousands of people that tune in every week, and it's still growing. And it's proof that it's so needed. So I want to give a huge shout out to Melissa for supporting fellow grievers, fellow mama grievers in particular, in such a huge way, and showing them how to give themselves space and grace.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you for sharing Melissa's amazing work. We know it's making a difference to have reached that many downloads in her podcast journey, just in the podcast. That's not including all the other spaces that she holds, like you highlighted the books. So yes, we appreciate everything that Melissa's doing, and it's a tough road, and she's doing it really well. So yeah.
Love you, Melissa.
Love you.